Hey there, and welcome back to my channel, Weirdly O.C.D. Today I'm going to tackle a project that I've been wanting to do for a couple of weeks now, and once I tell you it, you're probably going to think to yourself, well, that's a pretty simple project. Why is it taking you a couple weeks to actually do it? And it's just because, honestly, I've just been dreading doing it. But it's something that needs done, and that is cleaning out the medicine cabinet here in the bathroom. So I'm going to turn the camera around and kind of show you what our current situation is, and then I'm going to show you, or rather tell you, then show you what my plan for it is. Here in our bathroom, we actually have two medicine cabinets. We have this smaller one here above the toilet. Yeah, that's my glass. I have a drink in here. And it's just got some random stuff in it. It's got a toothbrush holder that we never use. I don't even remember why we bought it. Because originally our bathroom theme or color scheme, I should say, was going to be black and white. I don't know if that's still the case or not, what we're going to end up doing. But we got just some random things in here, you know, flossers, some oral rinse, some mouthwash, things like that. We don't ever really use anything out of this except for maybe the mouthwash and the toothpick things. But then we have a medicine cabinet over here that has one bigger door on one side and a smaller kind of frosted glass one on the other. Now there is no partition inside between these two doors. It's all open. It's got the Hollywood lights above on top, even though those are not connected to the medicine cabinet. They are separate. But this is obviously a very cheaper end medicine cabinet. I would actually love to get it replaced. Honestly, I would love to take both of these down and just put up a big mirror on the wall and not have any medicine cabinets at all, and just store everything down here in these drawers and underneath the sink. But that's for another day, another project, possibly another video. But my project today is this cabinet here. So I'm going to show you what we're dealing with. So first of all, it's been a hot minute since I've actually cleaned this out. And by cleaning this out, I mean like wiping the shelves down, wiping the back down, things like that. Let me move this stuff because this door is not going to stay open if I don't. There we go. So it's been a while since I've actually cleaned it out. Secondly, this shelf here, there's these little, you know, things that go in the in the holes, so you can adjust the shelves where you want them. Well, one of these has come out of this shelf here, and I honestly don't know where it is. And I think I'm just going to remove that shelf altogether because we don't need 4 shelves in here. Because honestly, some of this is going away. For instance, we have 5 different spray colognes in here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, I'm sorry, 6 different ones. We don't need 6. So I asked Tony which ones he wanted to keep. He told me, so we're going to keep those. Also, just things are kind of scattered about. Like I've got a toothbrush here, a toothbrush here, a toothbrush here. I've got toothpaste on this shelf and this shelf. We got a comb on this shelf and combs on this shelf. You know, we've got medical stuff here and then over here. I've also got it down in the drawer in one of the vanity. So it's just kind of all over the place. It doesn't look very organized. So we are going to tackle this today. Now, in true Justin fashion, I would have more than likely went out, I would have loved to have gone out and bought little containers of things to put all this stuff in, to put in here so it stays organized, doesn't get knocked over, things like that. But honestly, I couldn't find anything that was skinny enough to go on these shelves and the doors still be able to be closed. Because these shelves, honestly, are maybe only about 2.5 inches in depth. maybe 3, but that might be too big of a guess. But I've seen where they have small plastic organization containers for medicine cabinets, things like that. They're compartmentalized, and I would love that. But I didn't find any that were that narrow that could go in this medicine cabinet and the door still be closed. Now, I did buy one kind of organizational thing on Amazon, and I'm not getting paid to talk about this because it's not going to be a favorable thing to talk about. But I bought this thing on Amazon for like $2 or something, and it's supposed to be a toothpaste holder. And you put your toothpaste tube in here, and you are able to it'll stand up in this, and this little key here on the side, you can turn it, and it squeezes all the remaining toothpaste out of your tube. But I don't like it because the toothpaste tube didn't stand up at all, and it was a full tube. And I tried using it as we went through the toothpaste tube, and it lessened, and it still didn't stand up. So I don't care for this. I won't be buying this again. Honestly, why I still have it, I don't know. I think I just don't think about it because we don't use it. But this particular one, I would not recommend. I don't know if this is the brand name. I don't remember. It's been like a year probably since I've purchased this. That's the name on it, if you can see it. There is a couple like Japanese lettering there at the end of the name, but it's A-N-Y-A and then a couple Japanese or Chinese characters. So that didn't work out. So I'm going to be getting rid of that. Alright, so I had a little bit of a camera malfunction. It actually fell off the towel rack. So I guess I'm just going to have to maybe hold the camera with one hand while I do everything else with the other. But I did also have to plug this in to let it charge for a little bit, and while I did that, I ended up wiping down the back of the inside of the medicine cabinet, the inside of the door, and the shelves. Now the one shelf that one of them I was going to keep in there, I wiped down, but couldn't get that black stuff off of it for some reason. Even with the Lysol, it wouldn't come off. So this is the chosen shelf that is not going to be going back into the medicine cabinet. So let me show you what it looks like empty. So here's the medicine cabinet cleaned out, wiped down, and empty. And as I said earlier, you can tell that it's kind of cheaper. This stuff is starting to peel off down here along the bottom, up here along the top, on the shelving, along here, which is really another reason I'd like to get rid of it. But until I find some more organizational ways to put it down here in these drawers, this is just going to have to do for now. And I think honestly what I'm going to do is combine everything that was in this one and this one together into this one. Take this smaller one down. In fact, I went out to the garage while my phone was charging and grabbed the drill. Because if I'm going to move everything into this one, I might as well take this one down. I always thought that since we moved in here, and even when we looked at the house, that it was kind of weird that the bathroom had 2 medicine cabinets. You know, I'd be curious to ask the people who previously owned this, who did this, why they would have 2. I mean, I'm sure there was some reason for it, you know, but we don't need 2. In fact, like I said earlier, I'd love to only just have 1, or not even 1. But if we can go from 2 to 1, we're starting the process of getting rid of all. So now I'm going to organize everything and put it into the main medicine cabinet that we are keeping. So here it is empty again. I'm going to go ahead and start out with all of the dental supplies. So we've got the mouthwash that was in that cabinet over there. It's going to come out. There's also some medicated mouthwash that we're going to sit in there. We've got toothpaste that's it's going to go in here. I do it like this, and then we'll set these on top of each other. Maybe. I know you can't really see what I'm doing at the moment, so I'll show you here. I'll show you here momentarily what I'm doing. Alright, so all the dental supplies are here on this shelf. We've got 3 toothbrushes there. There's mine, which is the electric one. Tony's is the Reach. Then we have a spare, just in case, if a guest comes and they don't have one, they can use it. Or, if Tony needs a new one and we don't have a spare, he's got that one. And then there's an extra brush head for the electric one I use. This is one reason why I would like to have organizational things in here, because I just do not like the look of the toothpaste laying down the shelf and the toothbrushes laying on the shelves themselves. So if anybody knows of any organizational solutions that I could use for this medicine cabinet, and as you can see, the shelves are not that wide. So if anybody knows of any organizational solutions I could use for this to keep things like this, like standing up, like in a container like this, or something to where it looks a little bit more better than what I'm currently having to do, leave me a link in the comments below or something, because as I said, I just don't like the look of this, but it is what it is. You do what you have to do and move on. Alright, so on the second shelf I think I'm going to do all the shaving, deodorant, cologne supplies. So, 2 things. One, the small medicine cabinet has been taken off the wall and it has gone into our garage sale pile. I'm glad it's down. Like I said, the stuff that was in it we didn't really grab for anyway, and because it was so few things, they could have easily went in here, and now they have. So now I'm going to show you what I've done in here. Alright, so what I've done in here is along the top we have first aid, medical type things, along with combs, just because I didn't have another place to put them in here. Middle shelf is shaving, colognes, deodorants, face washes, hair gel, things like that. And there's a few different like antibacterial ointments, triple antibiotic, things like that that just didn't really fit anywhere else. I could have put them up here, but then we'd have to, watch how we pulled the brushes down so they didn't fall off the shelf, so it's not a big deal. And then down here along the bottom, we've got dental care, and that's everything on the bottom shelf is dental care. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan. The top 2 shelves look okay, but I think that's because everything is, like a boxy type item or cans, and they stand really nicely. But the bottom, where the toothpaste and all that is, I'm just not really feeling that. I just don't like the way it looks. So like I said, if someone knows of any organizational tools or items that I could get for this that would help me kind of cluster things together. You know, like all the cologne deodorants in one container, all the toothpastes in one, all the toothbrushes, things like that. That would be fantastic. So this is what we're dealing with right now, which is a lot better than what it was 30 minutes ago when I started this. So that's it for today's project. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel where I'm going to be making, or I do make, cleaning and organizational videos along with throwing in some videos about life and other topics. With that, that's today's video, and I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.